Welcome to Nurse Strong, where our mission is to promote edification, self-care, and camaraderie among nurses. Our vision is to positively change the culture of nursing, and this is starting with you. You, my friends, are Nurse Strong, day and night long. I want to thank everybody for their overwhelming support on episode 1. I just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you all for your feedback and your comments. I'm very, very grateful for you. And just a reminder, if you love the episode, if you love the message, if you love the Nurse Strong movement, please share, listen, tell your friends about it. Let's all get together and influence the culture of nursing. So let's jump into episode 2. Episode 2 is titled "They Don't Know What We Do." This episode is important because we hear so many comments about what nurses do, what nurses don't do, what they're supposed to do. There are so many false visuals on television. We are either hypersexualized or made to look tired, frumpy, lazy. And today we'll just delve into exactly what do nurses do. So let's start off with a few comments that I've heard in my nursing career from different people that, I don't know where people get this stuff from. It's like they say the same things over and over. So the first thing I want to address is a comment people always say, well, the techs or the assistants do all the work. They do all the work. Yeah, they do all their work. They don't do my work. And when people say that, it's just so annoying because what work are you talking about? You know, it makes me think of when I was first in nursing school, my first semester, clinicals, and my teacher, my clinical instructor, she was just saying some of the things that people say about nurses and how, they just don't understand what it is that nurses do. And she said, something that just stuck with me to this day. She was like, don't ever don't feed into that because nurses get paid to think. She was like, that is why they pay us. They pay us to think. That is why we have a license. That's why we are legally liable for everything that we do, because we get paid to give 24-hour care to patients in the hospital. Because if you think about it, people do not get admitted to the hospital because they need 24-hour doctor care. People get admitted to a hospital because they need 24-hour nurse care. They need someone who is equipped and trained to monitor them and be able to recognize signs, significant signs or changes in their health, signs of something good or signs of a decline. So I'm not sure what work. I love my techs and my MAs and my nurse assistants. I really do. We have 2 separate job roles and we work together. And I am not saying anything bad about a tech or assistant, but they don't do my work. I'm a nurse, so I don't know where that comment comes from. The next comment is I've heard, assistants say, I run circles around my nurse. What does that mean? You run circles around your nurse? I just don't even know what that means, so I'm going to move on. The nurses are so lazy. So I don't understand where that comes from. People may see nurses sitting down and think that they're not doing anything. But, we know that a big part of our job is documenting what we have done throughout the day. And the best way and most accurate way to document is in real time, but that barely happens. So, we are asked to do a lot of things that are not our job that we do not want to do. And that's, I guess, how we get called lazy. Like, if the printer is out of paper and you tell me the printer's out of paper while I'm documenting. Well, that's good, but maybe you should go find some paper and put it in a printer. It's not really, you know, my priority to get up and stop what I'm doing, or if you can't get your computer to work and you want me to come fix it, and I say I'm doing something, I can't do it right now, doesn't mean I'm lazy. It means that I'm doing my actual job. And I know that nurses are critical thinkers, so everybody thinks that we can figure out everything, which to a certain extent is true. But when I'm at work, I'm doing my job, so I can't always stop to help you figure out things. That is not my job. Um, Another thing, I recently just had somebody ask me this. So do you think you want to go all the way and become a doctor? Um, Being a doctor is not the ultimate goal of a nurse. Being a nurse is the ultimate goal of a nurse. They're two separate, different professions. Um, nurses Nurses make all the money. Y'all get paid a lot. Y'all make all the money. That's just a lie. That's flat out insulting. I don't even know how that rumor started. Maybe because nurses are working so much, it seems like that. There are a lot of nurses who work multiple jobs because they actually don't make a lot of money. So please stop saying that. Um, Another thing, you only work 3 days. Why are you tired? Because I work in 3 days what most people work in 5 days. And that's very grueling and taxing on my legs and my ankles and my feet and my bladder and my mental health. So that's why I'm tired. So I believe one of the main reasons these comments are kind of irritating is because, one time I went to my daughter's career day. She was like in 4th grade, I think. And, I'm all excited. I'm a nurse. I'm going to go to career day and inspire these bright young minds to be a nurse. And I asked, them, what did they think a nurse did? And, I got the same, it was a couple classes I went to. I got the same answers. Nurses and doctors are the same, but girls are nurses and boys are doctors. A lot of adults still have that same mindset. There's so many times the male nurses get referred to as the doctor, and the females are the nurses. They automatically think that all the male nurses are the doctors. Um, and then nurses are on track to be doctors. We just, will graduate one day into being a doctor. And doctors are great. I work with great doctors. I have worked with great doctors in the past, but nurses are not on the track to be a doctor. It's not the same. And then nurses are doctors' helpers. Nurses do help doctors, but we work together. We work in conjunction together to care for a patient. And a lot of people don't understand that. So let's talk about nurses. The reason I want to bring this up is what we do is because I see so many nurses working and working hard. And when you are working in an environment when people are constantly treating you like what you do is not important or is insignificant, then you start acting that way as well. So I want to remind all of my nurses what it is that we do so that you will know how important you are to the healthcare industry, and you will know that you hold power and you are a vital part of this mass industry. So the first thing, what do nurses do? Nurses care. And I know that sounds like a generic term, but caring is a big thing. That is a huge part of what we do. So there's a nurse theorist. Her name is Jean Watson, and she came up with the caring theory. And she's dedicated a lot of time and research to proving that human caring is actually a science, that the caring theory has a framework and is made up of 10 factors. And I know that we, learned this in nursing school, but let me just remind you of what is the foundation of what we do. And we do it so much that we've forgotten that caring is an actual gift. Everybody doesn't know how to care. So the first factor is we maintain a position of selflessness, and we put the well-being of others as a priority while keeping calm and even tempered in difficult situations. So when we are calm, it's not that we are not uninterested or nonchalant. We just hold that gift of not panicking while others are panicking. We know how to identify and address the needs of others without being distracted by the chaos. That is a gift, nurses. We are present for our patients. We allow space for their faith and spiritual beliefs to be a part of their care. We make sure that those things are assessed and that everybody knows how this patient prefers to be cared for. We are sensitive to others and also ourselves. We work to cultivate a trusting relationship with our patients and their families. We make the patients feel comfortable to express their feelings, and we use problem solving and decision making in all of our tasks. We educate our patients, we provide a supportive environment, and we assist with basic human needs. That is so important when someone is at a very hard time in their life and they cannot just do their basic human needs, daily activities of daily living on their own. So we do that while allowing the patient to keep their dignity. That's something special. Everybody can't say that they're able to do that. And we help patients understand the existential factors, that they are a part of a bigger plan, and we allow room for them to believe in miracles and give them hope that life will continue, even if it's in a new way. Even if they are different, their life will continue and they will figure it out. All of those things that I just mentioned is a part of caring. That is the main thing that we do as nurses. That's the foundation of nursing. Um, Besides that, we review, educate, interpret labs, tests, procedures, medications. We use nursing judgment to triage symptoms reported by patients. We advocate for our patients. I always say I'm not mean to my patients, but I can be mean for my patients, and that's that. We intercept medical errors. Nurses have to know. We have to know just as much as the doctor knows, just enough to catch a medical error. And you guys can search, but there are a lot of cases out there where criminal charges have been brought against nurses for administering medications wrong, even if it was ordered by a physician. We have to know when we are given something in error. Even if we didn't order it, we can't just blindly follow orders. And that is advocating for our patients. And people take that for granted. It is a big deal to know things, to be able to give medicine, pull the medicine, know what dosage is appropriate for that patient and their condition. And we are liable for that if we give the wrong thing. So that's probably why in 2011, the Guinness Book of World Records rated the Bachelor's of Nursing degree as the toughest degree to obtain. Y'all think about that for a minute. So, needless to say, nurses, we have power. I don't want to hear any more nurses saying, oh, I'm just the nurse, just the nurse. You are the nurse. And when you say I am just the nurse, that statement radiates powerlessness. And we have so much power, and not power to, dominate in a negative way, but we have power to affect change and initiatives in the healthcare system. So that leads me to a quote, one of my favorite quotes by Alice Walker, and it says, "The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any." And nurses, we are powerful, and I want us to feel empowered. So let's maintain our power. Yes, I have another acronym. Let's maintain our power by P, promoting the value of nursing. We are college educated, professional, critical thinkers. O, owning our positions. We should be at the head of all healthcare reform and initiatives. W, remembering we is better than I. When we work together, we are a stronger force. E, empowering other nurses and nursing students. And R, raising awareness of abuse. You demand respect. You are nurse strong, day and night long. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to leave me your comment, or you can email me your feedback and suggestions to livenursestrong@gmail.com. Talk to you later.